What's up, my man? How you doing, bro? Living life out here, huh? I see your ass everywhere now, bro.
Fight week, man. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing, man. It's another fight week and another excitement and another awesome fight, another great fight, and yeah, man, I'm just pumped.
I feel like this narrative is going to be asked every single time now that, like, you know, out of the UFC, back in the UFC, but like, really, I think everybody saw the potential, and you knew how good you were, but like, to go from being cut from the UFC to the run you're on to a co-main event against a ranked opponent, like, can you explain that?
I don't know if I can. You know, that's like we should write a fucking book about that, man. That's how crazy this is. You know, and to be honest, like, it's so blessing in a grateful way. Of 11 months ago, I was not even in the UFC. You know what I mean? So to be back and fighting the number 10 and to go out there and, like you said, the co-main event spot and to really go show and all that stuff. And that's why I say all my speeches, alhamdulillah, man. It's a blessing that I can't even tell you about it. You know, I knew how good I am and I know how good I'm capable of and all that stuff. But obviously everything happens for a reason, and I'm just happy where my journey is going, and I can't wait to see what comes ahead.
Talk about the matchup a little bit, man. And I think I saw this yesterday. Like, you're like a minus 400 favorite, like 4-1 over.
Does that mean I'm good? Does that mean the favorite good?
It means that it means that 4-1 people think that you're going to beat Calvin.
Bro, I don't know this gambling shit. I don't know nothing. This betting shit, bro. It's like minus 400. Is that good or bad? Like, what? Is that good? Okay, cool. Because John, they said I was like minus 500 or something like that, and I was like, bro, I'm like, okay. I was like, is that good, right? Minus 500. Ah,
big favorite.
Yeah. What you guys think, though? I like you guys. See, I fuck with you guys. That's what I'm talking about right there. I didn't know that, man. That's crazy. I feel like obviously it's the part of the sport, man. It's the hurt business. You know what I mean? I have nothing but respect for Calvin, man. That's like when I got this fight, I was with David Unama in New York when he fought in New York, and he had an opponent change. And we got there on Tuesday. So as soon as we landed, they were like, "Hey, we found you a new opponent." And then the next day, we were working on the game plan for the new opponent. And I get a call from my manager, and he said, "Hey, February 15th, Calvin Kattar." I say what? I was like, hold on, what'd you say? He said, Calvin Kattar. I said, holy fuck. Like, I had to take a moment. And I was like, bro, like, are we talking about the same guy that I've been watching for the last fucking 4 years of my life? And he said, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take it. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And then, yeah, man, my inner child is like just lost it, bro. Just to fight a legend like that and to go against him. So I'm preparing, like I said, for the best Calvin to ever do. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
How do your skill sets kind of match up?
Say that again?
How do your skill sets kind of match up in your eyes?
Oh, amazing, man. Like, you get my little Pikachu ass in there, it's like a little quick guy, but I'm definitely excited to see what he brings, you know what I mean? I feel like his back is on the wall a little bit, you know what I mean? And I'm just grateful for the opportunity that he's allowing to give a guy, unranked guy, the opportunity, you know what I mean? And I feel like, obviously, this is the hurt business. We're in this business to either win or lose, you know what I mean? So, but, yeah, I mean, I feel like I match up really well with him. And I think I bring a different IQ than most of these fighters. I really do believe that, and I'm excited to show it on Saturday night.
How do you get your hand raised Saturday night?
Bro, I've been dreaming about this for fucking weeks and weeks and weeks. I told it to my team. I told it to everybody. I will be the first one to finish Calvin Kattar, and I promise you that. And I know a lot of people are not confident saying that. I can't wait for fucking Saturday night. And oh man, I've been dreaming about it, bro. You just wait. You just wait.
I don't think there's another question to be asked. So good luck.
I appreciate you. Thank you, my man.
I'm not well versed in the Pokemon world, but I'm surprised you chose Pikachu as your spirit animal there. You said you're a little Pikachu ass out there.
Yeah, bro, because that's like, I'm a little high energy guy and shit like that. I feel like most of these fighters come in here and just be like all low and shit. I'm like, bro, this is exciting. This is what I chose to do in life and try to change my goddamn life. So, this is awesome, man. And I get to do it with my people, and I get to do it with in front of the world. So hell yeah, man. And Pikachu, yeah, it's just a high energy, you know what I mean, and fucking electricity a little bit, you know. So bring some electricity into this game a little bit.
There it is. And you know, this media day comes right on the heels of the Ultimate Fighter media day that we happened.
Bro.
So here it is, the energy of guys that are trying to get here, guys like yourselves who've been here, left, came back. You know, what's it? I don't know if you saw any of those, but what do you think about when you see these guys that are literally on the doorstep of their journey to get where you are right now?
Bro, I thought some of these fuckers want to fight me. I thought it was a 45, but I found out it was 125 or welterweight, and I was like, all right, cool. I was like, man, I'll calm down, bro. You about to get a fight, you know? But bro, no, it just reminded me of 11 months ago. I was supposed to be in the Ultimate Fighter for the International One, and I went to the hotel doing all this stuff they're doing right now, and everything, and they were like, oh, sorry, you didn't make it the last cut, you're the alternate. And I was like, fuck. And then 23 hours later, I get the call against Billy. So yeah, it's definitely like a journey, you know what I mean? That's like the biggest thing. I feel like it's an experience that these guys get to experience, and to be there one day they'll be sitting here and talking to you guys, you know what I mean? And you're gonna have a star in that show that pops out of nowhere, and then he's the new star now, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it's a great opportunity for these guys, and like you said, like they get to feel it and get to see it at the same time. You know what I mean? So I think that gives them like a lot of booster and a lot of motivation, to be honest. If you're not, you're in the wrong sport. But yeah, I 100% agree.
If there's ever a piece of advice that you would give somebody like that looks at yourself as a veteran, what's the one piece that you'd want to tell them or impart to them as they're on their way, or maybe before they're going in the house? What would be your piece of advice to them?
Be you. Don't change you. I feel like a lot of people try to change you because you're in the house, you got these cameras around you and all this stuff. Be you. Don't change you, and live the experience, you know, because the experience is the best teacher, you know. I feel like if you just live there just to be there, you're not really going to get nothing out of it, you know what I mean? I don't care if you lose or win. You win the whole goddamn show, but if I can tell you, like, hey, how's the Ultimate Fighter, and you can tell me the whole experience, that means you live the experience, you know what I mean? And that's what we do this for, and that's what we live for. So that's my advice to them, is be you and live the experience, man. Have a blast with your experience. Like, you get to fight multiple times in a few months, and you get to live life, man. So, and you get to build your brand too. So I don't know what your brand is, but you get to build your brand. So have fun with it.
And what I love about when we see you now is like you said, you mentioned the high energy. You know, you're back, you're grateful. You can see it in your face that you're happy to be here. On the opposite side, looking at your opponent, you know, granted one was an injury, but he's coming off some losses. Do you feel that pressure is going to be weighing in on his mind, and can you empathize? You know, have a little empathy of where he's at that current position. Do you think he will come in fighting a little bit differently because of he might be on the doorstep himself?
Hey, man, I was there. So I've lost 3 in a row, had a draw. I got kicked out. He's still in the UFC. So for me to like, that's why I said I'm preparing for the best Calvin. I'm preparing for the Calvin that fought Zabit, the Calvin that's like was going for the title contention and all that stuff. I don't know if that's going to weigh on him. I feel like he's experienced. I think he's been to that. And to the 3 guys that he lost to, man, holy shit. Those are not just... Yeah. Guys, you'd be like, I feel like any one of them can be a world champion, to be honest. So I'm like, God damn, like, I'm trying to like step up in that category right now. So I'm like, I'm trying to get ready for that category. So just to face that guy, I'm like, all right, man, like this guy had a lot of experiences, you know what I mean? So just to face a guy like that, and I'm just pumped, and I hope he shows up 100%, because I don't want the talk of like, oh my God, Youssef is young, this one's old, this and that. And I'm like, no, he's still Calvin Kattar. He's still that best top 10 featherweights in the world, and still one of the best featherweights in the world. So I'm excited, man. And all his fights too is like, I think he has like 8 bonuses or 7 bonuses. Like, holy fuck. Like, keep moving my fucking head, I'll tell you that.
And then lastly for me, your keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your arm raised on Saturday?
Obviously be me, do me, what I've been doing for the last 7 fights, to be honest. And then I think my IQ, really get my IQ tested in a way to figure out that puzzle, you know what I mean? I feel like every fight, I'm just taking it as a puzzle, you know what I mean? And every puzzle is different, every puzzle is hard, or every puzzle is easy, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? You don't know the puzzle until you start doing it, and then you'll find out if it's easy or hard, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm going into these fights, and I can't wait to open up that box and see what that puzzle has for me. So I'm pretty excited to test that out. And, man, I'm just excited for another dopamine rush and get that win. And, man.
Love it. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate you.
Are you going to walk out to the Pokemon theme song?
No Pokemon. Drizzy all day. Up all night, baby. Come on now. I'm changing that. And they'll be like, oh, you like Drizzy or Kendrick Lamar? Nah, Drizzy all the way. Come on, chill out. That's some news for you guys, maybe.